They're the talk of the league, the talk of the town, the toast of the NFL, America's team, the Detroit Lions. Let's do it Monday. Locked on Lions.
You are Locked On Lions, your daily Detroit Lions podcast. Part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day.
Good Monday, everybody. Welcome in. It's Locked On Lions on the Locked On Podcast Network. Matt Dery with you on this, a Monday, December 19th and a Tuesday, December 20th. Happy Hanukkah to our Jewish friends out there and all my brothers and sisters of the Jewish faith. Happy Hanukkah. And we're getting ready for Christmas time this week. Folks, what can you say? This has just been a wild ride. First and foremost, thank you to the listeners and the viewers of Locked On Lions. We've hit a record. And it's not even close. We've shattered it for Locked On Lions views on YouTube. We're over 11,000 views from yesterday's postcast after the Lions' gritty-gutty 20-17 victory over the New York Jets in the swamps of New Jersey. The Lions have won 3 in a row and 6 of 7. They've won 3 straight road games. Everybody's talking about the Lions. I was just talking to Peter Bukowski from Locked On Sports today. We'll be on with him tonight. I mean, this is insane. This is crazy what's going on. The Lions are playing great, and the fans are responding. You guys are pumped up. 3 games to go. The Lions win this weekend in Carolina, and Seattle loses to San Francisco. Or is it Washington's playing San Francisco? Hang on, I'm going to get this right. I'm going to do this correctly. If Seattle loses to, oh man, where was this? If Seattle loses to Kansas City and Washington loses to San Francisco, the Lions are in the playoffs. I mean, not yet, but the Lions would be in the playoff, column. This is crazy and so cool. And the fans, you guys deserve this. We are brought to you today. Thanks, by the way, for making us your first listen. We are brought to you today by LinkedIn. LinkedIn Jobs helps you find the candidates you want to talk to faster. Post your job for free at linkedin.com/LockedOnNFL. You can follow us on Twitter at Dery Speaks, Dery Speaks, at Locked On Lions on Twitter, the Matt Dery Facebook fan page, and again, on Locked On Lions YouTube channel. Watch the show, subscribe. We're at 3,000 subscribers. The channel's blowing up. And shout out to a lot of you that commented on yesterday's podcast. Two things. Number one, I will rep my favorite baseball team, the Cleveland Guardians. So if I'm doing a show, like for example, today I'm wearing my WAER. Hold on, let me see if you can see this. I'm wearing my WAER t-shirt, okay? This was my student radio station at Syracuse. This is where I cut my teeth in the biz. These are my brothers and sisters at WAER. I will wear WAER gear all the time. If there's one station that I will support of all of them that I've worked at, and I'm work at 92.3 The Fan in Cleveland sometimes, filling in, and I'm part of the staff, but this is like my home base, all right? So WAER is my home. I wear Cleveland Guardians stuff because I'm the biggest Cleveland Guardians Indians fan you'll ever find, and I wear constant Guardians gear, and if I'm wearing it on the show, please don't take it personally, Detroit fans, that I'm repping my team. All right, I don't sit here and go, what am I going to wear today to tick off the Lions fans and my listeners? I would never, or viewers, I would never do that. My son is a junior at Indiana University. I will wear Indiana gear. I will wear Syracuse gear for my school. All right. I need Lions gear. All right. I probably need to get some Lions swag. You're right about that. I wear extra large. You want to hook me up with Lions stuff? If you guys have ideas, send me an email at deryspeaks@gmail.com and we'll figure it out. You want to send me stuff to wear? I'll wear it on the show. But please don't take it personally from repping I read some of the comments. How could you wear a Guardian shirt? That's what I had on. I was out of town over the weekend. I was at a different place. As you saw my backdrop, I was at a hotel. So, and I'm a Lions fan. I want them to win. I'm not a Browns fan. I used to be. But I want the Lions to win, so I'm with you guys. All right? So, and yes, During the crossover on Thursday, which I recorded on Wednesday with John from Locked On Jets, I picked the Jets to win a close game. That doesn't mean I hate the team. I was almost right. I don't care if I was glad I was wrong. Now, again, Quinn Williams didn't play, and Mike White didn't play. That made a difference in yesterday's game. But what the Lions are doing right now is incredible. I'm not diminishing. No way. No, there will not be any hate on this show all week. No way. How can I? What am I going to nitpick and say someone didn't? We'll go over the PFF grades coming up. All right. I'll give you the Pro Football Focus grades. There were some guys that didn't play well yesterday. But so what? The Lions won. As Dan Campbell said in the locker room yesterday in his speech to the team, this is what winners do. They find a way to win. He's telling the team, you're winners. When was the last time anybody called the Detroit Lions a winner? Dan Campbell's doing a bang-up job right now. He's right up there for Coach of the Year. I mean, yeah, Nick Sirianni will probably win it. The Eagles are dominating. But Dan Campbell's going to get some votes. Couple of things that I noticed in rewatching the game a little bit, all right, from yesterday. Number one, line play. Brad Holmes said when he took the job as general manager, and Dan Campbell said it when he took the job as coach, we got to be strong up front. You win football games up front. And the Lions' offensive line of Taylor Decker, Jonah Jackson, Frank Ragnow, Evan Brown, and Penei Sewell is really good. Jared Goff hasn't been touched in weeks. Yeah, there's some pressure occasionally. He gets out of it, but he wasn't sacked again yesterday. Did the Lions do a great job run blocking yesterday? No. The Jets are pretty good up front. Rankins had a good game. But all in all, the Lions are pushing people around up front. They are wearing other teams down with what they have on that offensive line. You could make a case that the Lions have 4 Pro Bowlers on their offensive line. Penei Sewell's a monster. Go back and watch Penei Sewell play. He destroys other teams' edge rushers. He does. Penei Sewell should be in the Pro Bowl. Frank Ragnow should be in the Pro Bowl. You could make a case for Jonah Jackson and Taylor Decker. Absolutely. Could make a case. That's incredible. This Lions line is playing really well. Colin Cowherd said on his show today on Fox, the Lions line is better than last year's Rams offensive line that won a Super Bowl with Stafford. How about that? And then the defensive line. Out of nowhere is Isaiah Buggs. Aleem McNeil is solid and sound in the middle there. Now you got a healthy Romeo Okwara. 2 sacks yesterday. Aiden Hutchinson has 7+ sacks on the year. He plays every down. He's everywhere. He's disruptive. The commissioner, John Kaminsky, playing good football. The Lions are developing a defensive line. They've got some depth there. And they're stopping the run. Remember at the start of the year and last year, Lions couldn't get a stop. Remember Miles Sanders in week 1, bounces on the outside on 3rd and 1, goes for 40 yards, game, set, and match. Lions can't stop anybody. Started up front. And I was critical of Aleem McNeil at the start of the year. I was questioning the Levi Onwuzurike draft pick, and obviously he hasn't played, but you know what I mean. They were weak in the middle. Michael Brockers doesn't play anymore because the Lions don't need him. They're developing better players on the interior of that D-line. And then yesterday, Hutchinson lining up inside on 3rd downs. Okwara to his left or right. That was cool. Liked it. Like seeing that. Aiden Hutchinson wants to play every down. That's where you win, man. Up front, on the line. I got some other keys from yesterday. PFF grades coming up as well. Right here on Locked On Lions on the Locked On Podcast Network. On a Monday edition, we appreciate you guys checking us out. We're going to tell you about our friends as Locked On Lions is proudly sponsored by BetterHelp. Therapy online. All right? Times in your life, you need to talk to somebody. You need to get some help. All right? You wish you had a user manual, right? BetterHelp online therapy is basically the next best thing. Therapists are there trained to help you figure out the cause of challenging emotions and maybe helping you learn productive coping skills, which makes therapy the closest thing to a guided tour of the complex engine called you. BetterHelp has connected over 3 million people with licensed therapists. It's convenient, secure, and accessible everywhere. 100% online. Everyone deserves to feel their best, and BetterHelp makes it easier to get started. As the world's largest therapy service, they've matched millions of people with professional licensed and vetted therapists available online, 100% online. The great thing about BetterHelp, too, is no waiting rooms, no traffic, no endless searching for the right therapist. The one you like, you're working with, you don't like, you can get another one. It's that simple. Get unstuck with BetterHelp. Learn more and save 10% off your first month at betterhelp.com/lockedon. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/lockedon. And hey, Matt Dery here to tell you about our friends at LinkedIn Jobs, baby. Oh, yeah, these days, every new potential hire can feel like a high-stakes wager for your small business. It's not easy to do. You want to be 100% certain that you have access to the best qualified candidates available. That is why you got to check out LinkedIn Jobs. LinkedIn Jobs helps find the right people for your team faster and for free. Add your job in the purple hiring, #hiring frame, to your LinkedIn profile to spread the word that you're hiring. They got simple tools on there like screening questions. It's great. It's why small businesses rate LinkedIn Jobs #1 in delivering quality hires versus leading competitors. LinkedIn Jobs helps you find the qualified candidates you want to talk to faster. Post your job for free at linkedin.com/lockedonnfl. That's linkedin.com/lockedonnfl to post your job for free. Terms and conditions apply. Our crack research staff was all over this yesterday. The Lions, during this streak in which they've won 6 out of 7, during the last 7 games, the Lions have 12 takeaways and only 3 giveaways. A +9 turnover margin. That's where you win. Jared Goff has gone 215 consecutive downs or something, or snaps, without a interception or fumble or turnover, which is like a Lions record. All right? This is where you win. You're not giving the other team an opportunity. Jared Goff has been fantastic with the football. He was a fumble machine last year. It's a fumble machine at the start of this year. Small hands, all that crap. And now he's taking care of the football. And the Lions are catching interceptions. Yesterday, Jerry Jacobs, and I know that was an arm punt by Zach Wilson, but Jerry Jacobs made the play. Kirby Joseph has made plays. Aiden Hutchinson is knocking the ball out from opponents, runners. And a +9 turnover margin is what does the trick. It's where you win. And I had this on my phone, and I got to find it. But I believe that's the best turnover margin in the league over the last 7 weeks. I'm going to be 100% certain about that. I know crack research staff has been all over this, sending me all this stuff for the last few games. But yes, turnover margin. I've got this here. Hold on, I had it. The Lions. Oh my gosh, I know it's here. Detroit Lions. Yes. The Detroit Lions are at a +9, best in the league. Best in the league over the last 7 weeks. So that's where you win. That's how you win. And it's helping out, and it's making things a whole lot easier for the Lions to win. And think about this for a second. What did we see this weekend? We saw, bear with me, SOL moments from other teams. The Indianapolis Colts led 33-0 at Minnesota. 33-0 at Minnesota. The game was over. And here's a rookie head coach, nice guy, Jeff Saturday. Used to have him on my 105.1 show. Nice guy. We've had him on the pod here as well. Doesn't know what he's doing. They can't close the game out. They never close games out, the Colts. And they blow a 33-0 lead. Matt Ryan fumbling, can't get a 4th and 1. Those are things we used to see here. Then on Sunday, yesterday, a Bill Belichick-led team tries the pitchy woo-woo, Scott Van Pelt, trademark, play at the end of the game in a tie game. They weren't losing, in a tie game. And Jacoby Myers throws the ball backwards to Mac Jones only to be intercepted by Chandler Jones, ex of the Patriots, and he runs it for a touchdown. That's a same old moment by the Patriots of all teams. Those are mistakes the Lions and plays the Lions used to make. Right now, they're not doing it. The best turnover margin in the league over the last 7 weeks. And they're playing complementary football, clean football. Other teams, Colts, notorious playoff team. New England, every year in the playoffs. And they look like the Lions used to look. 2015 Chiefs is a good comparison for the Lions. They started 1-15. They won their last 10 games, made the playoffs, got in the wild card, and won a game. They've gone on to win the AFC West 7 straight years. Wouldn't that be something the Lions can shoot for? Try to compare them to the 2015 Chiefs. That'd be great. That'd be great. All right, Pro Football Focus. Top 5 and bottom 5 performers from your Detroit Lions from yesterday's victory over the Jets. We will do that coming up next here on the podcast. But first, we are brought to you by PrizePicks Daily Fantasy. It is so much fun tonight. Play some PrizePicks for Rams and Packers. Tonight, you're going to why don't you take Aaron Rodgers to throw for more than 300 passing yards? What about Cam Akers from the Rams to run for less than 85 yards? You can do all that at PrizePicks.com or on the app. It's so much fun. You pick 2 to 5 players. If they score more or less than their PrizePicks projection, you can win up to 10 times your money on any entry. The great thing about PrizePicks is it's you against the projections. You're not going against other people. All right? You don't have to rope your friends into this. PrizePicks can do this for other sports too. NHL, NBA, PGA golf, college hoops, men's and women's. You can do it all. PrizePicks.com or on the app. Entries can be made in 60 seconds or less. And it's easy. Download the PrizePicks app like I have or go to PrizePicks.com to sign up and play daily fantasy sports. First-time users can receive a 100% instant deposit match up to $100 with promo code LOCKEDON. If you deposit $100, PrizePicks gives you $100. It's awesome. If you deposit $50, they give you $50. Don't forget to enter promo code LOCKEDON at sign up for an instant deposit match up to $100. All right, friends, let's do this. PFF, top 5 and bottom 5 Lion performers from yesterday's 3-point slobber knocker victory over the New York Football Jets. On defense, Aiden Hutchinson, highest rated Lions performer. So we do this every Monday. 83.4 grade for Aiden. He has been fantastic. And as I said yesterday on the postcast, he played better than Sauce Gardner. There are some very good rookies out there. Tariq Woolen from Seattle has played very well. Jalen Petre or whatever his name is, the safety from the Texans, he's been good. But Aiden Hutchinson has been just as good, if not better, than Sauce Gardner lately. Aleem McNeil comes in at a 78.6, a good game from the Dream. C.J. Moore played 30 snaps yesterday when Deshaun Elliott went out with injury. Played well, a 71.9. Alex Anzalone, the pride of Gaines Media, 71.5. Fourth highest on the team. And Malcolm Rodriguez, fifth highest on the team with a 70 grade. Nice job by the Lions defense yesterday. Bottom 5 performers. Good to see him back in the red numbers. Jarrett Davis, a 32.2. Benito Jones, 42.4, was second worst. Jeff Okudah, not a good performance, 43.4 grade. Third lowest on the team. Jerry Jacobs, despite the interception, 47.3. And Deshaun Elliott, before the injury, a 48 grade. Those are your bottom 5 Lions performers on defense from yesterday's victory over the Fighting Salas of the Jets. By the way, how about Robert Sala's timeout management yesterday and leaving a timeout in his back pocket as his team had to attempt a 58-yard field goal? We used to rip Dan Campbell for that. Now the opponent's doing it. Just saying. Amon-Ra St. Brown, highest performer on offense, highest graded performer, 82.7. Khalif Raymond, 79.5 grade. Penei Sewell, we talked about him earlier. He's just dominant. He's a dominant player. 78.1 at right tackle. Taylor Decker comes in fourth at 73.7. And DeAndre Swift, a 70.1 grade. He played 27 snaps yesterday. Offensively, the bottom 5 Lion performers. Justin Jackson, 38.6. Not a good game from the PFF folks. Josh Reynolds, 51.1. Tight end James Mitchell comes in third last at 51.2. Jared Goff, fourth worst, 51.8. And Shane Zylstra, a 53.1 score. Those are your bottom 5 Lion performers from Sunday's win over the Jets. We'll have a guest on Wednesday I'm working on right now, somebody nationally. And then Thursday, Justin, the host of Locked On Panthers, will join us for the crossovers. The Lions will be facing Sam Darnold. Same thing. They'll be facing Sam Darnold, Chuba Hubbard, and the Carolina Panthers coming up Sunday down in Charlotte. Carolina's still in the mix for the NFC South, which is a joke, but the Lions came in favored by 3.5 this weekend in this game against Carolina. Got to get this win and control your own destiny. The team's playing really good football. All right, we're back again tomorrow, another edition of Locked On Lions. Thanks again for making us your first listen. Send me an email, DerySpeaks@gmail.com. If you want to send me Lions swag to wear on the show, let's have a discussion. I'm an extra large. We'll talk to you again tomorrow.